So, you said you were kind of like tired after the February, just not getting to put on pads for a while. You and Cole this morning were saying that. How excited are you to have practices starting in a week and just getting back into football?
Let's just say we've got workouts tomorrow, and I'm not happy about it. I wish it was football now. I'm going home back to Texas. I haven't been home in Texas since January, but I'm ready to go home and be back. I'm telling Cole I just can't wait till this weekend's over. It's football, and so it's coming, and it's been a long time. I've been anxious.
Last year you said to me, when I said the fact that people don't know about you, said I like to run between the tackles. You've shown that you like to run between the tackles. Doing it consistently, taking the beating consistently. Did you feel yourself getting stronger throughout the season?
I personally don't think I took a beating at all. There's probably one game where I woke up the next morning and was like, man, I was sore. It was after the Utah game. But every other game, except for that, I wake up feeling good. I think it's because of lots of preventative work that I do with the training staff, our strength coaches as well. They do a good job of getting me right.
You more than, in college, it just keeps moving. You came behind two really good running backs and made a name for yourself. Now talk about how the season played out for you to get to the point where you're your own name now.
I trusted coaching. That's one thing. I had a running back coach, John Simon, who's been to the league. He's done that, and so and I also have Coach Herman, and lots of other professional guys that played in the NFL, coached in the NFL on our staff. So what they're saying, it makes you actually not only believe it, but you want to work harder because you know that they've been there, they've done that, and what they're telling you is the right thing, and it's not just bullcrap.
You talked this morning about how you were always viewed as a little bit younger than some of your teammates in high school, even coming to ASU and being the starter last year. What's it like for you now trying to change that approach a little bit, being one of the veteran leaders of this team?
Yeah, as a young guy, I always was the guy who let the seniors do all their stuff. I was just the guy who liked to see things, observe things, and not really say much. This year, I'm learning to be more of a vocal leader, and that's because I see a lot of things now. And there's young guys behind me now that need to be coached up, and I feel like I can reach them on a personal level and get them to play at their max potential, along with what our coaches are doing here as well.
All Pac-12 preseason team. Outside whispers about Heisman race. Do you even hear that noise?
I try not to because I feel like that type of stuff consumes you when you begin to focus and only think about stuff like that. I'm the type of guy who just likes to keep the head down and keep working. Whatever God has in store for me, it's already there. So I'm just going to play football, and once you play football, those things will happen. So just take care of that part and get things to flow.
You and Chase said to me last year that a lot of people underestimated ASU, and they'll see that we are ready to play football. Time to take the next step. How are you guys approaching this season now?
I think just even from last year, our strength and conditioning program, we would go into workouts mumbling amongst each other, saying, what's the workout going to be? If it's hard, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do it. To this year being more of a mentality of we're going to attack it. No matter how hard the workout is, no matter how long the workout is, we're going to do it because we know what we're capable of. We know where we finished off last season, and we don't want it to be the same. And so you could definitely tell there's a huge change from year one with Herm to now year two.
You said you were sore after the Utah game. What made that game different?
I want to say a big reason to that is that Marquise Blair. He, I think, had to sit out the first half of that game, came back the second half, and I remember specifically one play. He was coming down, and I tried to spin off a tackle, and he got me right in my backbone. I do remember that, and that's the part where I woke up and I was like, man, my back is hurting. So I give him their credit. I will say that's probably the most physical team I've played since I've been in ASU.
And you've had some social media exchanges with Utah fans. That's funny to you.
At times I like trolling. I think it's a game, it's jokes. We're all human beings, and so I love that type of stuff. I think it's cool, but then when people start taking it too seriously, that's when you got to pull yourself away. And so gotta leave that alone.
Is that when you follow what coach says and don't hit send?
Not necessarily that. I think really well before I tweet or post anything. So there's no controversial stuff going out there. I know what I said, and like I said, it's just a troll. People hide behind screens, and I think it's fun to interact with people. And so that I do.
Last anything to me about that? Wherever your coach.
No, that's the thing. I think it's right on the line where with that freedom we can say what we want. Just we're not crossing that border, that boundary. So I think we have a lot of free reign to be professional athletes even while they're in college, and so that's a huge testament to our coaching staff.
I know you said you don't pay attention to the preseason hype. The Pac-12's got a lot of running backs. You got guys like Joshua Kelly, Zach Moss, C.J. Verdell. Do you ever find yourself ever looking up to see what those guys did on Saturday? Take a look at their numbers and see what they did, or watch their highlights at night?
Not really. I know they're great football players, though. I feel like that's one of the main things that keeps me going. Is I know how great they are, and there's a race to get to the top, and it's not to me to judge that. That's other people's job, and so, like I said, it's just head down, and whatever happens, it's already been written.
Last year, you were a young running back with a seasoned quarterback. This year, you're the older guy with maybe a younger quarterback. How can you help make their job easier?
Really just be there for them. I think in whichever quarterback it's going to be, I think they all take care of the ball pretty well. And that's one thing. If you want to win games, you got to be able to take care of the ball. And I think our quarterbacks do that well. We don't have N'Keal Harry, but as a whole group, I feel as if the receivers can match the production that he made. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. We had a young defense. They're more mature now. And a lot of the games that we fell short of last year, I think it was more so on the offense. So we've got to tighten up. We've got 5 veteran offensive linemen coming back. And so we're pretty excited for what we've got moving forward.
What do you want to do to take your game to the next level? What are you focused on during this offseason to surpass what you did last season?
This offseason, I've really put a special emphasis on route running, defining it, not necessarily just beating linebackers. I was working to gain separation, and so that's one thing that I've been working on quite a bit this offseason.
And with the way the running back game in the NFL is starting to shift into that a little bit more, with Le'Veon Bell saying, I want to be the number 2 receiver, on a team. How does that kind of influence you as you just see running backs at the highest level trying to do more than just be able to run the ball effectively?
I felt like pass catching has been a natural ability for me. I don't think I've ever had issues catching the ball, and so Coach Herm just thinks that's another way to get the ball to me in space, not running through the tackles, getting a hit on my body, and so that's something I'm looking forward to. I think last year I finished with 35, maybe 36 receptions. Herm's goal at minimum is 50 this year, so I've been working, so there's no excuse.
And you had some pretty big goals last year that I know you and Coach Simon told me about during the season. You passed a lot of those goals. How do you approach that this year? Are you going to set goals for yourself again this year, or is it going to be something different for you?
Really, that's something I probably got to go back and talk to Coach Simon on. I haven't really thought about that. I mean, even though the season is getting close, that's probably one area in my life right now. Goals, it could be the Friday night before the game I set those. I think right now I'm really just anxious to get back into football and get that going before anything's written or done and put on paper.
And how often do you get to talk to Coach Simon anymore now that he's obviously in Memphis?
I always call him. I FaceTime him. He's growing his hair back. I tell him to cut it. Doesn't seem to listen, but we have a great relationship. Texting him daily. I'm still in a group message with him, Kalen Balaj, and 2 other running backs that he coached at previously. So we talk quite a bit and just keep that relationship going.
And how's your relationship with Coach Iguano formed in the past, 6 months?
It's been going really well. I've had Coach Simon. I've been able to pick up his weight, learn his thing, and it's just nice now to get an opportunity to learn from somebody different, get their insight and perspective on things, and add that to my game ultimately.
Have you always played running back?
I remember when I was younger in my little league, I skipped the weigh-in. I didn't go to the weigh-in, and so they ruled me ineligible to play a skilled position. I played offensive line and lineman. Yeah.
Did
But,
you-
but other than that, it's been mostly running back. Yeah.
Have you ever considered did you ever consider playing safety or linebacker or something like that?
In high school, they try to use me on defense at linebacker and safety, but they used me too much on offense that it never really worked out, and so I stepped on offense.
There are guys who played both ways, maybe in high school, and then they decided in college that they were going to play defense because they wanted to dish out the hits or they wanted to have a longer career. Why does running back work for you?
I feel like I'm different to a certain extent. I think I see the field quite well, and I feel like that makes running backs unique the way they see the field. And so I feel like you can't waste talent such as that and go play a different position. That's never really been anything that I've thought about, playing a different position. I like the ball to be in my hands. I like being able to, if we were to lose a game, I would like to know that the game was in my hands and I lost it, as opposed to being on defense and then waiting for somebody else to So I take pride in being a running back that touches the ball quite a bit.
The Pac-12 sort of has this reputation as maybe a quarterback. A lot of really good running backs right now and have been in recent years Heisman Trophy winners and runners-up and so forth. Do you take pride in that fact?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I said, I said Zach Moss is a great running back. All those running backs, Joshua Kelly, there's Jamar Jefferson, J.J. Taylor, C.J. Verdell. So there's a lot of competition as far as running back in this league, and I feel like it's going unknown just for the fact that it's West Coast football, and so not everyone is really getting a chance to see football on this side, and so I think that's that.
Is career longevity anything that you ever think about?
Yeah, I think everyone thinks of longevity. Yes, sir.
I mean, more so with running backs, obviously.
You see now like people holding out such as Melvin Gordon, you see Le'Veon Bell, Zeke's. I think having some issues with his contract, and so everyone's replaceable. You've got to be able to separate yourself. You've got to be able to take care of your body. That's what they want. That's what they want to see, and so. Todd Gurley secured the bag with that right, so.
Last year you came into the Coliseum, you guys beat SC. First year for Herm. What did that mean for your program when you came into LA, big exposure, recruiting-wise?
I think that game, not necessarily that game, I felt like the whole season was for Herm. There was a lot of naysayers when he was first hired, blah, blah, blah. They didn't know what was going to go on. And I think as a team, we sort of made it our jobs to make him look good. And we wanted to go out there and win games. And so even with that SC game, when we stepped out on the field, I think you could tell there was a difference in the way that we were going to play that game. You could look at the way people were walking and be like, oh, he's got a pep in his step. He's going to be different. This is a different game. And so I think it's huge for his first win over SC and UCLA as well. Both schools in 1 year. I think that's the first time it's been like that in a very long time. And so I was glad we were able to get that for them.
And you seem like, even though you seemed like understated, with the media a lot, it seems like you also have this motivation that you express a little bit on social media, but also just when you're with your teammates alone. Do you have any of that this year, or where do you find that kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, it really just it comes to me. I feel like I said, social media is full of trollers, and that's where people thrive. And so every now and then I throw a jab out there, and I laugh and go about my day. But then there's also people who love to take that stuff too serious. And so I don't know. It just happens. I can't tell you anything about that.
Do you ever get jazzed or like hyped up seeing the motivational videos being made about you or about running backs in general?
Motivational, such as
just like highlight tapes of you with like a rap song.
I mean, like before I go to bed, I try to watch film. Like if you go to my YouTube channel right now, it'd be like all like college football 1920, like college pump ups and stuff like that. I love watching highlights on it. it's making football season come back faster. And then just being able to see all the great plays that great players are making throughout these videos is one thing that sticks out to me.
So you're not going to set out the Utah game this year?
Oh no, sir, no chance, no chance.
When you watch those highlight videos, old running backs, is there anybody you see a little bit of yourself in, or anybody that you kind of aspire to?
At Arizona State,
or just any when you're watching highlight tapes of running backs.
I would go watch like a Saquon Barkley video. I even watched Akram Wadley from Iowa. I like what he did. I watch a lot of different backs and just see what they see. I mean, I even watch DeAndre Swift. I even watch Jonathan Taylor. I watch guys like that just to like find moves that I haven't seen before and work on them and add it to my game just to up my level.
Do you like the 9-game conference schedule in the Pac-12 with facing tougher teams more often? Or are you a little envious of like what happens in the SEC and the Big Ten where they play 8 games, but getting some easier teams can have a better chance of getting fewer wins and those teams can play?
I felt like I like how it switches every 2 years because that's the same way it was in high school. We had a district, but every 2 years the district would realign and you have new teams. And so I think that's pretty cool. The way the Big Ten does it, I really have no knowledge on that, so I can't speak on that. Yeah.